In the topic relations and functions, so we'll see few of the questions in the miscellaneous exercise. First question, f is mapping from r comma r, f is mapping from r to r, defined as f of x is equals to 10x plus 7, and it is asking find a function g is mapping from r to r such that g circle f is equals to f circle g is equals to ir. Ir is nothing but identity function over real numbers. Now we'll see then how can we make. So question is g circle f is equals to f circle g is equals to ir. Then it's nothing but g of f of x is equals to x for all x belongs to r. Now next g circle f of x. So it can be taken as g of f of x is equals to x only. Now what is your f of x value? F of x is already given. It is given as 10x plus 7. So g of 10x plus 7 should be equated to x. G of 10x plus 7 is equals to x. So to get this function g and to get the value as x, now we will make this g of x as, so consider y is equals to f of x is equals to 10x plus 7. As we already known, y is equals to f of x is equals to 10x plus 7. Now it's nothing but y is equals to 10x plus 7 is nothing but y minus 7 is equals to 10x, and x is equals to y minus 7 by 10. And what you will write, x can be written as f inverse of y, it can be written. So this implies x is equals to f inverse of y is equals to y minus 7 by 10. Now instead of f inverse of a y, so wherever y is there, we are putting y value here. Then f inverse is nothing but g. Now g of y is equals to y minus 7 by 10. This is your function. Now we will check whether this particular function is getting valid or not. Then g of y is equals to y minus 7 by 10. Now g circle f of x is equals to g of f of x. And what is your f of x? F of x is nothing but 10x plus 7, and g of y, so consider this as y now, y minus 7 by 10, and y is nothing but 10x plus 7 minus 7 by 10. Now 7 getting cancelled, and 10 and 10 getting cancelled, and after that you will get the value as x. G circle f of x is equals to x you are getting. Now your first one is getting satisfied. G circle f is equals to x, and consider the second, f circle g of x is equals to f of g of x is equals to f of, what is your g of x now? Instead of y, consider x here. So it can be taken x minus 7 by 10 and f of x minus 7 by 10. Now you consider f of, where is the function f? F is nothing but 10x plus 7. So instead of x, write it as x minus 7 by 10 plus 7. So 10 and 10 getting cancelled, minus 7 plus 7 getting cancelled is equals to x. So this time also you are getting x. This implies g circle f of x is equals to f circle g of x is equals to x. In both the cases you are getting x only. Now g circle f is equals to f circle g is equals to ir for all x belongs to r, where ir is the identity function over r. Now this way you are getting g is the function, that is nothing but f inverse. Either you can take g of g. So g of y is equals to y minus 7 by 10. This is your required function. Now considering the second question, f is mapping from w to w. W is nothing but whole numbers, defined as f of n is equals to n minus 1 if n is odd. So if n is odd, n plus 1 if n is even. So consider these are the two things we are having. Show that f is invertible, find the inverse of f. Then first of all, understand, to show f is invertible, it is enough to show first one is 1 1 and the second one is onto. Then if you are showing 1 1 and onto, we can say that f is invertible. Now taking the function what he has already given, so defining a function f and taking the numbers 0 1 2 3 4 and so on, many elements, these whole numbers and is also whole numbers. Function is defined from w to w, 0 1 2 3 4 and so on. Now you see how the elements are related. If n is odd, n minus 1 should be taken. If n is even, n plus 1 should be taken. 0 is even, even time n plus 1, 0 0 plus 1, it is nothing but 1 now. At the time of even, 0 even plus 1, so n is n plus 1, here it is 0 0 plus 1 is nothing but 1 now. Now coming to the second, if n is odd time n minus 1, n is odd, 1 minus 1, it is 0. And next to n is even 2 plus 1, so 2 is relating to 3, and even odd is related to n minus 1, so 2 is relating to 3, 3 is relating to 2. So same way 4 is relating to 5, 5 is relating to 4. So this way your function is defined. Now can we say whether it is 1 1 function? Yes, each element of first set is going to one element of second set. So by looking at the diagram, I can say f is 1 to 1 function. And the same way, and how can I when I'm going to say it is onto, by looking at the same diagram, looking at the second set w0 1 2 3 4, each and every element will be related somehow to one element of first set. So for all y belongs to w, there exists some x belongs to w such that f of x is equals to y. So I'm not taking directly with the definition, by the diagram only I'm considering it. By the diagram you can say each and every element of the second set is related somehow to some elements of first set. So this way you can say f is onto also. So f is 1 1 and f is onto, then f is invertible. So just you keep this aside. Now coming to the next, we require to find out the f inverse. Then how f inverse can be taken? Now f inverse of y will be defined in this manner. You understand, from the second set 0 is related, f inverse of 0 is equals to 1. At the time of 0 it is taking one element, at the time of even plus 1. So if n is even plus 1, so it's nothing but n plus 1. And at the time of odd, 1 minus 0, 1 minus 1, it is 0. So if n is odd, it is n minus 1. So by the diagram, this is also by we are considering from the diagram only. This also we are taking from the diagram only. Now you look at this function f inverse with the given function f. So f inverse of y we are considered, so you consider it is n only. Then f inverse of n is n minus 1 if n is odd. F inverse of n is odd, it is n minus 1. N is even, n plus 1. N is even, n plus 1. Then f of n and f inverse of n both are going to be same. Then f inverse is same as the function f. One of the important question here, in the last video we completed number of 1 1 functions. Now in this time we'll see number of onto functions. So before dealing of this first of all we'll read out the question. Find the number of onto functions from the set 1 2 3 and so on till n to itself. So number of elements in the first set is n and number of elements in the second set is also n only. But to deal this kind of the onto functions, first of all, how many cases we can see here? First of all, we'll discuss here. So first type, first set x. So number of elements in x is nothing but n. Number of elements in second set is nothing but 2. Then number of onto functions, number of onto functions are going to be 2 power m minus 2. How this 2 power m minus 2 came? So we'll see here. First set is containing m elements 1 2 3 and so on, m elements, and second set is containing 1 comma only 2 elements. Now if all the elements of set A are related to 1 only, if all the elements of set A are related to 1 only, and this time it will not be 1 to 1 function. So one case it is, and the second one 1 2 3 and so on m 1 comma 2. If all the elements are related to 2, then that time also it is not 1 to 1 functions. And in the remaining cases, excepting these two, if the elements of set x are related to 1 and 2 both, then those are going to be total number of functions. So total number of functions are going to be, first set will have two chances, one can go to 1, one can go to 2. First set will have two chances, second element is also having two chances, third element is also having two chances, and so on. M element is also having two chances. So total it is m times you are multiplying, and this total is nothing but 2 power m. Then in all of these functions, two different functions are going to be different functions are going to be included. That is, all the elements are going to 1 and all the elements are going to 2. Then in this time it is not onto. So in this time it is not onto, and in the remaining times it will be onto. So this implies total number of onto functions is equals to, from the total number of functions we require to subtract these two different functions, then it will become 2 power m minus 2. So it is very important. First set is containing m elements, second set is containing 2 elements. Now considering the second case, number of elements in set x is equals to m, number of elements in the second set is nothing but n. Then, and one more, m is greater than or equals to n case. So this time number of onto functions, so we write directly the formula here. So formula is given n power m minus nc1 n minus 1 whole power m plus nc2 n minus 2 whole power m and so on, minus 1 whole power n nc n minus 1 1 power m. This will be your function, this will be your value, and this will be your answer. And one more case, m is less than n. Number of elements in the first set is m and number of elements in second set is n. Second set is containing more number of elements, so it is not possible to connect all these n elements to m. So this time number of onto functions will be 0. So these are the three different types we will see. And this third question will be related to which one. So number of elements in x is equals to m, number of elements in y is equals to n. So both m and n are equals to n only. Then then it will be taken n power m. So n power m and n both are going to be equals. Then we'll take here n power n minus nc1 n minus 1 whole power n plus nc2 n minus 2 whole power n plus and so on minus 1 whole power n 1 power n. So this is your value. This is